Hey guys, Dave here, and this is my editor Maggie, so if you see any spelling errors or improper uses of grammar on my website, it's not my fault, it's hers, but she's getting a little bit better at her editing. Anyhow, this is a new thing I'm doing. This is the January 2019 look ahead into what's going on with the Centurion's review website. First we're going to go over some of the things that we've done recently. Most recent is a Shadow Strike Melee review. It's a review about a card game in which when you're holding your cards, they're facing away from you so your opponent can see your cards but you can't. And it's basically a combat game, and as you take damage, you turn cards around so you can see them. So as you get closer to death, you actually get an advantage because now you can see your cards but your opponent cannot see theirs. So it's kind of an interesting game. Next review we had done was Arquebus. Len Kroll did this. He did a real nice review of this Renaissance game. I really liked his review and the commentary he had on some of the scenarios. Next one was Assault on Sevastopol. That's an interesting game from Victory Point Games because it can be played by someone who's never played a war game or any board game for that matter, or it can be played by a seasoned veteran. It's interesting enough where either one would like it, so I highly recommend that game, so check out the review. And the last one was Ravine. Ravine is a card game where it's cooperative and everyone's survivors of a plane crash, and when the plane crashes everyone gets one thing out of the wreckage, and you have to forage for food and find items so you can make things like spears or shelters or create fire. Because every night bad things happen, such as animals attacking, you need spears to protect yourselves or shelters to protect yourself from the elements. So you're basically just trying to survive until rescue arrives. I really enjoyed it. What's coming up? The first thing that's coming up is Nomads No More from Paper Wars, issue number 86. Len Kroll's writing a review of this. We both tried out the game. I really enjoyed it. It's a simple Russian Civil War game. Very simple, actually, but it was fun to play, so that should be a good review. I'm hoping to have that posted tomorrow. Next one was Spellbinder. That's going to be a video review. That's basically, it's a game from Task Force Games in the 1980s where I think it's 2 to 4 players, and each player is a wizard, and you're also in charge of an army, so your wizards are casting spells and then your armies are fighting, and also there can be alliances and so forth. What's a little unusual for it is it's a war game that can be played by 3 or 4 players. Most war games I've played can only be played by 1 or 2. So next one is War in the Megacity from Counterfact Magazine number 9. I've owned several issues of Counterfact Magazine, and I always read them and found the articles to be interesting. And there's certainly good articles in issue number 9 too, but this is the first time I've played one of the games in the magazine. So this is a game by Joseph Miranda. We play tested it last weekend, so we'll be writing a review of it soon. And the last one is Choose Your Own Adventure, House of Danger. That's going to be a video review. I'm going to do part of the first chapter. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it will ruin the game for you. But I'll do just enough where you can see how the rules work and stuff, because there's more mechanics that are in the book. I mean, in the book you're just basically choosing, making a choice and going to that page, where there's a lot, significantly more to this game than just that, so it's got some extra mechanics. I really enjoyed it. I liked it quite a bit, and I thought it was really true to the original House of Danger book. So that's what's coming up in January, and we'll also probably have some unboxing videos too as I get new games. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your patronage.